Let's talk about why it's important that people not be members of secret societies in government. The rule of the secret societies is to obey the master of the lodge. And I'm not just talking about Freemasonry. Now, if you're under a blood oath, multiple blood oaths, there's at least 10 up to the 32nd degree, which I've read to people who didn't believe in the blood oaths. I showed them the book, made them read it out loud in front of other people, and asked them, what did you just read? What was that? Did they swear an oath of blood? Swear an oath that they would do whatever? That they would conceal the secrets of the lodge? And I'm all for the ancient masonry, the ancient builders, but the new masonry isn't masonry. William Cooper talks about that. George Washington wrote it in a letter. It was infiltrated by the Jacobin Society, by the Jesuits, by the people like Albert Pike, pro-British. The South was financed by the British. The Confederate flag, the Union Jack flag, is the British flag. And all these Southerners got that pride, but they don't fucking get it. They don't know what the truth is. They just want to be cool. But it's not fucking cool. Because all these people making everybody else look bad, you know? So if you go to court, for example, on a smaller scale, and the prosecuting attorney or the person against you is a Mason or some other degenerate society, not that Masonry is degenerate, because most of them are good people, and you know, they use Masonry to recruit into the other groups, but my point being, even if they're a good person or not, they could be the best person in the world. If they're in court and they're the prosecuting attorney and the judge is a Mason and they're a Mason and you're not a Mason, guess who's gonna win? Guess who? Because they're under oath to help each other no matter what, even up to death and treason and the later degrees. William Cooper reads those degrees, and I've read them, and I've verified everything that William Cooper's said pretty much, and I haven't heard him wrong about very many subjects. I can't even think of one off the top of my head that he was wrong about. Maybe I didn't agree with his personal beliefs, you know, I mean, at least in his earlier work with his biblical beliefs, but later he admits, you know, he doesn't know what to believe, you know? He's just trying to do what's right and believe in what's right, and, you know, he had a falling out. And all these fucking Bible thumpers always commenting on my shit. And it's like, yo, you pervert the biblical scripture. The scripture has been tainted by the dark side, by fucking Rome. They've tainted it. Unless you do your research, you'll never know. Because you blindly follow. They've turned patriots into blind followers. They've turned religious fanatics into blind followers. The whole point of Jesus' shit was to think for yourself, to fucking be free. You know, they were having the same problem in ancient Rome as they were in America, where the poor were abused and fucking, you know, they were trying to stop it. That same empire, the same empire. They never died. They just pretended to die over and over. So then the people wouldn't burn them to the ground. Just like how the Queen of England fucking created the Prime Minister so they wouldn't fucking hang her ass. The Queen of England created a circle around her. I don't have any power. Oh, you don't have to target us because we're fucking you. You can blame the Prime Minister. They've got that same type of bullshit going on in their country, you know? You go to do something, oh, I'm not the proper person for that. Oh, I don't know. I've talked on the fucking phone with the director of the Federal Reserve of Nevada. I had to sit there and bitch at so many fucking Federal Reserve employees to fucking get transferred to that fucking guy. I made him quote 31 USC 3124. Or no, it was 31 USC 411. Federal Reserve notes are redeemable for lawful money on demand at any Federal Reserve bank. He read the law. He was like, what the fuck? I'm like, sir, I'm just trying to redeem some Federal Reserve notes for lawful money. The code says I can do it. You know, nobody says they have anything but Federal Reserve notes. But I'm not gonna sit there and redeem Federal Reserve notes for Federal Reserve notes. You know, the guy was blown out of the water. He was fucking on the phone like, holy shit. I made him read the law. I'm like, go to the fucking law website. Go to a .gov website, read the fucking law. Federal Reserve notes are obligations of the United States. Obligations. An obligation isn't money. They're taxing something that's not even fucking money. The fact that it's redeemable, you know, they're not operating it. And then when you really dig into it, you really get into it on the Cornell website, and you see that they're altering the money laws every 3 years. Altering the definition over and over and over, making it so complex, loophole after loophole, where they fucking got it so complex, the spider web of fucking information nobody can decipher. But all I know is that the Constitution says gold and silver is money. Paper is not money. Paper is the ghost of money. You all know who said that. You know? We're being fucking robbed. Unconstitutional money. That's the name of the game. I've been spouting it for 12 years. Been talking about it. Been talking about, you know, the courts. Unlawful courts. Fucking people. You know, I remember back 1998, I was in trouble. Fucking the judge, he said, there's no fucking constitution in my courtroom. I'll never forget that. Because I heard Carl Miller say the same shit. No constitution in his fucking courtroom. Not one. Not fucking one constitution in his fucking courtroom. You know, that guy's a piece of shit. I sat in jail for a long time because of a fucking piece of shit. And I was a little kid. You know what it's like to be in jail? Fucking everybody else is in high school. You're sitting in the fucking county for some bullshit. I failed civics class over and over. Why? Because they fucking taught bullshit. I'm like, how can this be? This conflicts with our supreme law, and you're fucking us, and this world government is fucking us, and these school teachers are like, I know what's best. Oh, I know what's best. Then you see these kids these days, fucking all of them are raving socialists. Raging. They're fucking sitting there. Those teachers are passing kids who are socialists, but if you're not socialist, they don't like you, they'll give you a bad grade. Same with the colleges. They're fucking brainwashing them. William Cooper proved the KGB was on the American Board of Education in the 90s. So if there's KGB on the American Board of Education, and all the high schoolers and all the college kids are all being brainwashed into socialism and communism, what the fuck does that tell you? What does it tell you? Huh? It better tell you something. Does it speak to you? Because if it doesn't, then you better go fucking put your head under a rock and smash it because you're a fucking idiot. You know? This country was built by people like us, poor people. Not all of them. Some of them were super rich. You know, they had their farms burned to the ground. Their fucking families, everybody who signed the Declaration of Independence had their farms burnt, had people in their family taken hostage by the British. They were fucking, you know, damn it, I'm gonna have to make another video. Fuck you.